Yo, 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 what the fuck is up? I know y'all missed me. I missed y'all motherfuckers too. So, let me explain. My microphone was fucked up, so it was hard for me to do these little videos without having a microphone. So, I had to get a new microphone, and then these microphones ain't that cheap neither, since I like to record and do little music shit on the side or whatever. So, the good mics cost a couple $100. So, the way my bank account is set up, shit ain't easy. So, with this video today, I want to shit on all the fucking smart fags out there. Fuck all you neckbeard virgins. And I am going to start off by coming for your motherfucking hero, Chris Jericho. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Jericho. Jericho is very entertaining in WWE. I liked a few of his segments, and he made me laugh. But we gonna call a spade today, and I call this the truth of Jericho. Drink it in, man. So here's some truths about Chris Jericho. 1, he's always had a pretty shitty physique. Now let's be honest, he was in the best shape during like the Attitude in the early Ruthless Aggression era days. Now, from the PG era all the way up until his AEW run, the dude just doesn't know how to take care of himself. And it's kind of a shame that you're a professional wrestler. You carry yourself like you're a star, yet you don't look like one. So get your fucking body together, Chris. It's embarrassing to watch you become a fat fucking slob. If you're going to be a fat slob, retire. People will respect you more. All right, number 2. He was never a top draw. Never a top draw in any fucking era. He was a WCW jobber, or they called them the cruiserweights, but let's be honest, they were fucking jobbers compared to the likes of Hogan, Goldberg, Booker T, Sting. You know what I'm trying to say here. Dude was never a top draw. Even in WWE, like during the Attitude Era, we all know he was never going to be a bigger star than The Rock, Austin, Triple H, Undertaker, Kurt Angle. So the dude was never a top draw. He acts like he is, but so all you fucking smarks out there, he was never a top draw. I had to argue with some smark last week about, they put him above The Undertaker. I'm like, how? Oh, well, he's a better mic worker and he's better in the ring. Chris Jericho is amazing. I'm like, number 1, The Undertaker would fucking kill Chris Jericho on the mic. You guys say that because you can't take Chris Jericho seriously. That's how he got over, was with his silly, goofy personality. But you can never take him fucking seriously. The Undertaker doesn't need to talk. When you see him, you look at him like, fuck, this dude will rip my fucking head off. And even when he does talk, just his one catchphrase alone is more iconic than anything Chris Jericho has ever fucking said on the microphone. God damn it. Even the American Badass Undertaker fucking destroy Chris Jericho on the mic. He don't gotta say a bunch of silly, cheap fucking one-liners to get over. All right. Another truth about Chris Jericho. All of his world title reigns were meaningless and forgettable. Let's be honest. Everybody loves to talk about, well, he beat The Rock and Stone Cold on the same night, so that makes him better than both of them. No. If that's supposed to make him such a big star, how come nobody gave a fuck when he was a champion? How come he was overshadowed by Stephanie McMahon while he was the fucking world champion? Come on. Come on, smart, since you guys know everything. Somebody winning a world title, especially going over a star, that's supposed to elevate them to a fucking superstar level. When Stone Cold Steve Austin beat Shawn Michaels for the title at WrestleMania, that created the Austin era. That instantly put him into the fucking main event. He became a superstar after that. When The Rock sold out to the corporation and beat Mankind in the Survivor Series, that put The Rock at the main event. Hell, even Mankind beating The Rock for the championship on Monday Night Raw when over 600,000 people changed their channels, that made Mick Foley a fucking star. So when you go over a top stars, let alone 2 top stars, that was supposed to make you a fucking superstar. And what happened after you dropped the belt to Triple H at WrestleMania 18? Dude, you went back to the fucking lower mid card. You were in a fucking tag team with Christian, running around wiping ass cream off yourself. Get the fuck out of here. Hell, even your Ruthless Aggression era title reigns didn't really mean shit. Cause shit, you won and then you dropped it right back to Batista, then you dropped it to John Cena. So it's like, bro, when you were champion, it didn't really fucking matter. Nobody cared. They just was like, oh, Chris Jericho's a champion? Okay, something different. All right, whatever. Another truth about Chris Jericho. Guys that came to the WWE after him became bigger stars than him. Now, mind you, by the time John Cena got there, by the time Brock Lesnar got there, Randy Orton, Batista, need I say more? This dude has already been a world champion. This dude has already had a few intercontinental title reigns. This dude already had a main event at WrestleMania. So, how the fuck did John Cena surpass you? Batista surpass you? Orton surpassed you? Even guys who came there around the same time you did surpassed you. Edge surpassed you in a big fucking way. Because Edge was a fucking draw as a world champion. And just to go back to number 1 real quick. How the fuck does 46-year-old Edge have a better fucking physique than you? Dude's been out of the ring for damn near 10 years. And he looks better than you. And I had to say this to a fucking smart. Edge's Royal Rumble return was greater than anything Chris Jericho ever did. And I stand on that shit. When you got the fucking internet blowing up about his return, all these reaction videos, you tell me when TV shows made big fucking reactions about Chris Jericho making a return. You heard that? That was nothing. Because that's what happens when Chris Jericho does take a break and come back. Nothing. Another truth about Chris Jericho. He left WWE for AEW because of his ego. He didn't leave because he wanted to make more money and because of creative and all that other bullshit. Because if we're going to talk about creative, he's doing the same shit in AEW that he was doing in WWE with the whole list and his little silly fucking cheap one-liners and all that shit. That's the same bullshit he was doing in WWE. Here's why he left. He left because way late in his career, he became a fucking mark for himself. So supposedly there was supposed to have been a program at WrestleMania for him and Kevin Owens versus Kevin Owens for the Universal title, because they had that whole like friendship shit, and then Kevin Owens turned on him, whatever. But when Goldberg came back and you had this Goldberg Brock Lesnar feud building up, Vince McMahon, the fucking genius that he is, thought about, why not give this Universal title a little bit of fucking meaning by having a feud with Brock Lesnar and Goldberg for the title? Because let's be honest, the Universal Championship didn't mean shit for the first couple reigns, because they pushed fucking Finn Balor, what technical work rate call him, the Semen Demon. They pushed him to the fucking moon, made him the first Universal title holder. He got fucking hurt. And then they gave it to fucking Kevin Owens, who was probably the most undeserving champion on the fucking roster. I would have rather them had gave it to fucking Seth Rollins than Kevin Owens, even though they both fucking suck. But I digress. Vince McMahon decided to change it up and make it Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, and then put them on for match number 2. So he said that was one of the reasons, because he didn't feel like he was valuable there. And let's be honest, bro, you weren't that valuable. You were a serviceable mid-carder at best. I say that about your whole career. Yes, you're entertaining. Yes, you're great on the microphone. But, dude, you had your few world title reigns. That's it. You could have been the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time and just run with that. Because you definitely have had a Hall of Fame career. I don't take nothing away from what you did, but Chris, come on, dude. It doesn't make sense that you feel like you should have been going over at Mania. You're not Brock Lesnar. You're not Goldberg. You're not Roman Reigns. You're not John Cena. You're not none of these guys, bro. You could have been, but you got fucking lazy with yourself. You got fucking lazy. You thought doing the same shit was going to continue and continue to work, but no. It probably would have been better if you just came and had a part-time career in WWE. I don't think you're hurting for money that bad to where you had to go to AEW because they were paying you money. You've been knowing Vince for over 20 years. You don't think he would give you a fucking nice paycheck to have a part-time schedule? Come on, bro. Nah, you just think your shit don't stink and you went to AEW because you know that they will put you over because what other stars do they have on that fucking jobber roster? So it made sense for them to put the belt on you because if some people would watch if they see you win the fucking belt. Would nobody have watched AEW if they put the belt on Hangman Adam Page? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody would have watched this shit. Motherfuckers still don't watch it, even though you're the champion. Just goes to show that you're not a top draw because y'all can't get a fucking million viewers. And one of the last things I got to say about Mr. Y2J is that he is a motherfucking hypocrite. Remember heel Jericho? All these hypocrites and parasites, man. Dude is a fucking hypocrite. This dude has gone on the internet and called Brock Lesnar fat and out of shape. He's called Cain Velasquez, oh, who's the skinny fat guy? But yet you're a fat fucking slob yourself. You can't talk about anybody's physique and anybody's weight when you're out here looking like fucking clown from Spawn. And another thing, for him to feel some type of way because Vince McMahon decided to go with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, bro, you're a hypocrite. I listened to this interview from Kurt Angle that he did last year. Did you guys know that the original plan was to make Kurt Angle the undisputed champion? They were going to go with Kurt. And it made sense because at least you can take Kurt Angle seriously in the ring. Although he had a silly character, when he got in the ring, he's a fucking wrestling machine and it's awesome. And Kurt Angle could actually fucking draw. But anyway, a few days before the Vengeance pay-per-view, Vince McMahon, talked to Kurt and said, I think this could really help out Jericho. So, let's I want to go ahead and put Jericho over. And Kurt Angle was like, okay, no worries. That's fine. Yes, that'll help him out. So you bitched and left WWE to go wrestle in other jobber feds like New Japan and AEW because they didn't put you over for the Universal title. Yet, way before you were in that same situation, Kurt Angle was supposed to be the undisputed champion, but Vince changed his decision to go with you. And you do that? Bro, you a bitch for that shit, bro. You a motherfucking mark on my life. You a real fucking mark. And look at you. You're the fucking Le Champion with less than 1 million viewers every week. You had a whole motherfucking show on your cruise ship. You had a bunch of fat nerds singing your motherfucking song and this is supposed to make you the GOAT? Get the fuck out of here. You will never be a top draw. You will never be a superstar. Are you a star? Yeah, but you will never be a superstar. You haven't done much crossover shit. What, except have a trash ass fucking heavy rock band that nobody fucking knows outside of the wrestling community? Whatever, man. Hey, I'm done with this shit. Hey, I'm back in this motherfucker. I'm going to be posting more videos often. I appreciate the people who stuck around. Shit, times was getting tough for a nigga, but don't trip. I'm going to have plenty more motherfucking videos. We going to talk this shit. We going to keep it 100, and we going to keep on shitting on these gay motherfucking smarks. I'm here with y'all, dog. Casual out this bitch. Peace.